malapit na yung Pasko, it's a time for family. Or will you be bringing your family watching?
Well, my brother is coming to town, so makakaabot siya, makakapanood siya ng CULION. My mom as well is coming home, though hindi abot sa premiere si Mama. But of course, swerte na lang she's here for the holidays hanggang after New Year, so mapapanood din niya. My dad naman, sa Pampanga, susuportahan niya ako kasi ang layo din ng biyahe niya. And syempre, 70 plus na hindi na kaya mag-back and forth. Diyan siya. So, sabi ko sa niya, sama na lang siya today for support, moral support. So, almost everyone in the family, and of course, Jeff, he's gonna come and support me as well, and his family, they're all very excited to watch it. Kasi, syempre, it's one thing to be part of something na historical in terms of storytelling and being part of MMFF as well. You're present. Your family's voice?
Yes, actually, yung sa premiere night sa CULION, hindi ako nanood kasi parang it's the first time na yung buong family ko, they will support me for the first time na itong sa pelikulang to. So parang sa December 21, gusto kong mabigay sa kanila yung moment na since first time nila akong masuportahan sa pelikula, yun, gusto ko sila makasama. And lahat sila pupunta, complete. Kahit yung mga asawa ng mga kapatid ko.
It's a moment. Yes. I was actually planning on going back to Italy this year. I haven't been back in 5 years, so I was going to see my family. Tapos nag-cancel ako ng flights once I realized now we're in Metro Manila Film Festival. So once in a lifetime opportunity talaga. So I realized na I should be here for it and enjoy the experience. So very excited ako for the premiere. Wala akong pamilya dito, so just
Kami ang pamilya mo.
Ang dami na ng family.
Correct.
My CULION family.
Yes, my CULION family. So I'm excited to watch it with you guys and everybody, the production, and all of the supporters, everybody. So very excited.
Jazz, after assuming Doris's character, if you were to live in that character today, and then probably you predicted and you've read their characters, each of the characters, who would you choose? Si Fred or si Jaime?
No, kasi alam mo kung bakit
Without spoiling anything, ha?
Kasi syempre, pareho silang may mga wants eh. May individual wants sila na kahit na part ako ng wants na yon ng puso nila, nangunguna pa rin yung wants nila for themselves. And it was a time na ganun, parang survival, diba? Survival of the fittest. So kung ngayon yun, medyo siguro relax na, we have all the amenities to for curing, or I guess to cure loneliness and desperation, depression, and all of that. Siguro wala pa rin.
Wala pa rin.
I know Doris will still choose Doris. I feel like she will choose the both of them by not choosing anyone. Kasi ganun niya, may halaga siya sa pareho na pag may pinili siya, syempre, baka ito pumitik, tapos may mangyari sa kanya. Or kaya ano din, diba, sa character ni Mike. So, siguro yun.
At least sa kanilang dalawa lang, may mangyari sa kanila.
Sila na lang ang
pala, diba? Ibang movie na yun.
Gusto ni Nico yung mga gano'n.
Very gross.
So, how was the experience na yun nga, nag-premiere kayo sa CULION? After yun nga, after yung taking, tapos parang giving back to the town itself na feature nyo.
Oh, and to add, what do you think about the reaction
Of the people.
townspeople?
Ako, I was very, very nervous. Siyempre, it's different when you're presenting history to the descendants of the people that did live there and lived this story. So, lahat kami ninenervyos. Si Mike to the point na yun nga gusto niya on premiere night itself na siya manood with the family. Kasi iba din yung thrill of getting over that nerve. And ano ba, nakita namin, ako naririnig ko from the back of me. I was sitting in front of locals and kinikilig sila kasi either nakikita nila yung sarili nila, sila yung mga supporting actors namin or talents namin in the film itself, or kinikilig sila kasi parang it's paying tribute to the history of their island. So alam mo yun, parang pag may naririnig kang mga magkukumari na, uy, tignan mo, and they point out certain facts and locations na we used in the film, nakaka-settle siya ng nerves mo na parang, okay, you can relax, they're enjoying, so you can enjoy it as well. You can just let the viewers enjoy it too. And I think nakatulong sa amin lahat na doon kami na unang mag-premiere. Kasi at least we know na there were walang against sa ginawa namin, or kumbaga walang kumukontra on how we chose to tell the story. Everyone was very supportive, all the locals. It was a full house in the church, and punong-puno talaga ng mga hilat sa mga ilang linya ni Doris, kasi dila niya, naku, walang panero. So there were lots of good feedback that you could hear just from their reactions by watching the film. Haba nun sa I thank you. Kaya boys, how did you feel?
Yeah, actually, I'm super nervous just because, again, we're presenting it to the people and we're not presenting it to the massa yet.
Yeah.
So they know every detail, everything about CULION and the story. So I'm worried na that they won't enjoy it, or some of the facts might not be true or correct to what they actually experienced or their ancestors experienced. So, pero I was watching them on, I was kind of like thinking to back. Like, when we were watching them, I was kind of trying to look around to see their faces. And when I saw tears, I saw mixed, like damning emotions. So I'm like, okay, I think they're enjoying. I'll enjoy that. That was my isang moment after the movie that I almost started crying, guys. Not to be away, but there was a little kid that came up to me and hugged me and said, "Thank you so much for this movie." And she hugged me, squeezed me tight, and I squeezed her and I hugged her. I'm like, I can feel in that moment that she really appreciated that we did this movie. Siguro she had a family member or a grandmother or something that was affected by leprosy. Who knows, diba? But she was affected by this movie, just a little kid, you know. So in that moment, I realized we're not just making a movie; we're affecting so many people. We're teaching. So.
Ako naman super bukod dun sa kaba, super happy ako kasi yung after nung movie, pagpasok ko dun sa simbahan, nakita ko yung mga tao na umiiyak. Tapos they were so happy talaga na nabigyang buhay yung kwento nila. So parang siya sa amin mga actors sa amin yung project sa grupo din. Parang na-recognize yung parang nagawa natin yung dapat natin gawin.
Validation.
Yes. Yung dapat, yes. Kasi para sa kanila naman yung story natin. So happy ako na masaya sila at at the same time na-apektuhan sila.
Compared to the other film festivals, MMFF is very mainstream. Ano sa tingin niyo yung meron yung CULION that would appeal to the kind of audience na meron ng
History, parang it's a form of educating through entertainment. Kasi I know we all say that the MMFF is for entertaining and for people to be uplifted during the Christmas season. But it's very evident na kahit na it's during the Christmas season, marami pa rin mabasa na entries or scripts na are not necessarily always happy endings or happy stories. So nakikita natin na open pa rin to give a range to the masses and the mass viewers para though we have the staples of mainstream stories, we still also have other options to view and other ways of entertaining, because not everyone's entertained the same way, diba? Yung iba na-entertain through jokes, yung iba through crying or through mga hugot, yung iba na-entertain through being educated about a part of history that we may not know of. Kasi if we can watch history of America and what their soldiers went through, I'm sure we can watch something about ourselves and our representation here as well as citizens of this country.
I think
I agree actually, because syempre there's always the mainstream movies with the big names that people go and watch. But I mean, when you go and watch a movie, what do you want your experience to be about? Is it something you want to be quickly, have quick entertainment, or do you want to have an experience where you'll be moved or educated? So I feel like if you watch CULION, kakaibang experience. It's going to be such a unique experience watching it because, like you said, you'll be educated about history that not many people, not many Filipinos know about. And then as well, you'll be, I think, entertained with the amount of drama that's in this movie. So it's a really unique experience, I think, compared to the other mainstream movies in Metro Manila.
Yes, sa akin naman ang lagi ko sinasabi na parang, di ba yung mga ibang pelikula, lagi nilang sinasabi na itong pelikula na to may puso. Parang cliche na siya, naging cliche
Lahat
na
naman
siya.
may puso.
Oo, lahat may puso. Pero itong pelikula na to, ito yung talagang masasabi namin na talagang totoong may puso. As in totoo may
And
puso.
that's why we have an edge, I think.
So yun yung dapat mapanood. Kasi yun naman yung essence of Christmas loving, di ba? Hawaan ng pag-ibig.
Correct.
Yeah. So,
Are there plans of entering this film sa international competition?
Yeah, we have. Actually, we're working. Right now we're targeting Texas and LA, and then dalawa sa Europe. Kasi tapos na yung pelikula for the festival. Yung director namin si Alvin Yapan is actually parang doing his international version. So, it will be, the international version will be a different, kasi parang, because this is intended for the Philippines, mas mainstream kasi. So, ang intention ng ng pelikula mapanood nyo later is the parang Philippines version, the MMF version. For the international, sila Direct Alvin, si Sir Ricky Lia, kami ng mga producers, decided na it's gonna be different and parang malaki ang mababago in a way. So, hopefully mapanood nyo yung international version bago din namin ilako sa labas.
So meron kang director's cut?
Yes, parang we're gonna do the Philippines cut and then the international cut.
Jess, last time you won Best Supporting Actress for Siargao.
Yes.
Was that 2 years ago?
Yes.
How do you feel that you have another chance of bagging an acting award because they said the three of you are runners for Best Actress. So how do you feel that you have another chance of doing it again?
Of course, it's always exciting to think of that possibility and that opportunity na pwedeng magka-award ulit. But I think more than that, this time, it's the feeling of being ranked amongst the names that I am nominated, in that group of actresses. So parang nandun na ako sa feeling na wow, am I really, ganun na ba? Karanking mo na sila. Parang, mas that's where my head is at and that's where I'm more grateful for because I already know what it is. I know the feeling of happiness from winning an award, but more so when you reach a certain level of stature sa industry na parang nagagawa mo na rin yung mga ginagawa ng mga taong iniidolo mo at nakakatrabaho mo na rin sila. Iba yung feeling nun na wow, nakatrabaho ko sa Calzado and Meryl Soriano. And every time you work with new set of actors, it's a fresh feeling of parang talaga, ito yung mga ka-work ko ngayon, nakaka-ano pa rin siya, nakaka-starstruck or nakaka-overwhelm at times because to some extent, parang baguhan pa rin ako. Hindi naman ako mainstream na pangalan, so to get these compared to my contemporaries na are more regularly seen on TV, I'm a bit more independent and in the indie world of things. May pitik-pitik sa TV here and there, diba? But I'm not loud with my presence or my image or my branding. I'm very low-key, simple, organic, and natural with how I do my life or my work. So, parang ano siya, ano ba? Ano bang sinasabi ko? I'm just happy because nakaka-work ko na yung mga dating napapanood ko or napapasok yung mga interviews nila and they were the ones inspiring me my first couple of years in this industry.
Sino yung gusto mong makatrabaho next? Yung gusto mong...
I don't know. Kasi naka-work ko na si Iza and she was my target talaga. And then I worked with Ate Meryl last year in Cinema One. So this year, to share frames with her and scenes with her, parang all in one with Iza also. Parang, that's why when Shani called me na, oh, sila yung co-actors, parang, ha? Wait lang. Kasi, parang it's still unbelievable at times, diba? Ang haba na naman.
So yung next, sino yung next na gusto mo?
I don't know yet.
Wala pa.
Wala pa.
Ang ate mo ba gusto mo maka-work?
Bakit tumawa ka?
Hindi, tinatanong ko kung gusto mo maka-work ang ate mo.
Ah, yeah. Of course. But busy. Busy with the baby.
Class,
Yes, po.
okay, tama. Kasi para ko. It's a known fact na sa pag ganyan malalaki ang cast, medyo may mga ego, medyo secrecy. Kumusta naman yung check ng ego ng tatlong dalawa?
Girls? I mean,
Wala
girls?
Wala bang...
Boys?
No, the girls. No, the girls.
Mali mo, di ba? Mas malaki mga sukot. Hindi. Mas yung wax ko.
So how is it? Nag-check ba?
No, we're all good. We got along. We did all our scenes well. You know, everyone understood their place and what we were to do or kung paano kami
Walang cold treatment.
Wala, you know, everyone, parang lahat gusto lang talagang ma-promote, walang maayos, magampanan yung role, yung kwento ng maayos. So, I think yun yung maganda sa mga, that's why I'm so happy sila yung mga naging inspirations ko as actresses. Kasi nung naka-work ko sila, it proved na we share the same working ethics, ideals, and approach.
Similar-minded.
Diba? Oo. Hindi kayo parang, ay, ganun siya mag-work. Parang,
Yeah, you guys were on the same page.
oo eh. Even with the boys as well, parang, pare-pareho kami ng mindset and not just that, natututo kami sa isa't isa kung paano kami magtrabaho para pag-approach din yun for ourselves.
I'll go to Nico and then to I watch your film.
Yan, yan.
Ayan.
Gabi, sobra.
Sobra ka na.
I know Sabado is very risque.
Yes, very risque. That's the best way to put it.
What is this period? What did you do different from Sabado?
The difference, ang role ko sa...
Wala ang ano.
I don't know.
Walang risque. Ano ba rin?
Parang you're asking the difference na sa role character. So they're kind of similar in a way.
I have something to show.
Baka mas same.
I'm being typecasted. But very similar. But syempre, it's the role in CULION is so unique in itself because it's really a role that I've never taken on before. Because again, we all have leprosy, and it's a historical drama. So the mindset has to be totally different than any role you've taken on any other movie.
Yeah.
So tapos, I mean, my role in Sabado is medyo bastos and
So very interesting. Very interesting.
very interesting. Pero, I mean, for CULION, it's a different movie altogether. It's a historical drama, so in terms of the internalization and character for CULION, it was a totally different preparation than I did for Sabado. Pero both experiences were something that I'll definitely use going forward.
Okay. Thank you. That's the last question we can accommodate. This Jazz is leaving. Yeah.
Kay Mike lang isa. Mike, I watched your film when you played a soldier.